Oh no. Anyway, how is everybody today? I'm gonna have to splice this video together for YouTube later. Oh well, it's fine. Okay. Oh, we get to watch this bit again.
Hey! Is that who Paimon thinks it is?
Yes, you are quite right. I shall take your wise words to heart, sir. They will certainly be most helpful in my next performance.
You are welcome, Miss Yun. Your willingness to hear suggestions is indeed impressive. It's no wonder your opera performance has only been getting better.
No, I'm afraid that's not always the case. Though I am still young, I can be quite arrogant at times. I do not always accept advice so readily, but your wisdom has spoken to me.
Zhangli! We're back!
Ah, you've returned.
You are also acquaintances?
Yes, we sure are!
Not everyone gets the privilege of meeting someone so knowledgeable and discreet as Mr. Zhangli. You are indeed well-connected, traveler.
I am flattered, Miss Yun. It is an honor for an ordinary person like myself to have met the traveler.
Wow. Did he really just say that?
I'm sure you must have matters to discuss. I have an appointment with Xinyan, so if you'll excuse me, I'll take my leave.
Very well. Goodbye, Miss Yun.
See you around, Yunjin!
So, tell me, what have you learned from your trip? I see. Well, traveler, what do you make of all their opinions?
Yeah, Paimon already started creating her own story on the way here. The goal is to convince Kuching to rest more with just a simple story, right? If that's the case, then Paimon thinks we can use food as our theme. Think about it. Who doesn't like delicious food? And when it comes to eating, everyone has an opinion. It's the perfect angle for our story.
I'll go simple but deep this time.
Paimon knows just what to write. Let's say there's a chef in Liyue who's very talented at cooking. He opens a massive restaurant in Liyue Harbor, and lots of customers come every day, so he's always super busy. Then, how should the story go from there? Ooh, that's good. But wait, didn't we say he's really good at cooking?
Oh,
That
thank
would
you for
make sense.
following, Tommy and me.
There's no need to jump to the conclusion. Why don't you elaborate more on the chef?
More about the chef. You mean both good and bad things?
Yes. To gain one's empathy, there must be familiarity. I would like to understand this chef character of ours a little deeper.
Paimon didn't think this far. Why don't you take it from here?
Since you've spoken with others familiar with Kuching, why don't we integrate their thoughts into your story? That will allow it to become all the more convincing.
Okay. Let Paimon think. What did Cloud Retainer say? As one sows, so do they reap. and the joy of reaping is what one yearns for.
That was quite poetic, Paimon. Bravo!
Oh, now Paimon remembers! Cloud Retainer said that if she spends all her efforts working on a machine with no time to test the outcome, then she'd be like a chef who doesn't get to try their own food. Problems are bound to pop up.
Yes, it is most unwise to put the cart before the horse.
Uh-huh. That's exactly what she said. So, let's make that happen to the chef in the story. He's great at cooking, but he can't enjoy his own food.
But there must be a reason why he doesn't partake in the delicacies he makes.
Right! It's because he's super busy. He receives the customers, he takes the orders, and he does all the cooking himself. That should keep him busy enough. He's so busy every day that he doesn't even have time to take a break, which obviously also means he doesn't have time to eat.
Very extreme. Hearing it a second time.
Hey, it's just a story. Besides, it's supposed to leave a powerful impression. Kinda like fireworks.
Yes, the chef is unwilling to delegate tasks to others. He's overconfident about his own cooking abilities and tries to accomplish everything on his own.
Paimon already kind of feels sorry for him. Oh, right! That's what the chef doesn't understand. And there's another saying. What was it again? Oh, yeah! A rested worker is an efficient worker. That's what Yamfe said. So, the chef gets busier and busier to the point where he can't stand up straight anymore, and he has big, dark circles under his eyes. The customers tell him to take a few days off to get some rest, but the chef won't listen.
His judgment is clouded by the chores before him. He is oblivious to mountains in the distance, the bigger picture.
Eventually, the chef falls ill, and his cooking becomes far worse than when he started. The customers can't convince him to rest, and they don't like his cooking anymore, so they stop coming to his restaurant.
Rest is always of great importance. Although we may come across various difficulties in our lives, pushing ourselves is never a good modus operandi. The story is quite simple, without embellishment, yet deeply meaningful. If our listener is sensible, then she should quickly grasp the meaning contained within.
You're saying Paimon made a good story?
Sincerity can allow one to see clearly, and earnest advice can provide sound direction. The story is indeed good. The Yuhang is an adroit leader. I am certain she will understand the message you are trying to convey.
Really? Score 1 for Paimon!
Given that the case involving the treasure hoarders has come to an end, she is inevitably tired. Now will be the ideal moment to speak with her. If all goes well, I think your story will be a success.
Hear that? Zhang Li says Paimon's story has what it takes. If anyone knows a good story, he does. Quick, let's go find Kuching.
Oh, yay. Good. Alright. 5 more followers and we hit the first milestone.
What are you staring at?
Oh, wow, excuse me. Movement.
The matter has finally come to an end, but we mustn't lower our guard. Increase patrols around Chingsa village and coordinate our people at other fireworks locations to prevent any further theft.
Yes, Lady Kaching.
And by the way, the Ministry has requested the Millilith to increase security along travel routes. How is that proceeding?
It's all been taken care of. However, due to various reasons, there are still some blind spots in the city.
Have we drafted a new patrol map? Please, give me a copy and I'll look it over when I have time.
Understood. The patrol map is still being drafted, but it will be ready soon.
Okay. Also,
Oh, excuse me, Lady Kuching? Your friends are here.
Hi, Kuching. Still working? Aren't we going to see the fireworks?
Oh, yes. But I thought we'd meet at the Jade Chamber. Why have you come here?
You told us to walk and have a look around?
Yeah, we walked around the city just like you told us to. It's very nice. But it would be even nicer if you could join us. Do you still have work to do?
It's nothing urgent, really. Just some trivial matters. But I wish to get it done as soon as possible.
You can leave it to us, Lady Kuching. You've been working hard for a long time, so you should get some rest. If I'm not mistaken, the Traveler is here to remind you to take a break.
And we have something to tell you, Kuching.
That's right! Something so important that we must speak with you personally, right now!
Oh, really? In that case... Jingcheng, I'll let you take charge. Thank you.
Understood. I'll handle things from here.
Traveler and Paimon, let's go to the Jade Chamber. The view there is nicer and it's much more private. Perfect for talking. Well, here we are. What was it you wanted to talk about?
Well, we have a story to tell you.
Yeah, we want to tell you a story from this beautiful view. What do you say?
All right, I'm listening.
So it turns out we just heard some big news in Teyvat. A very talented chef is in trouble.
Oh, is the chef from Liu? From Liuli Pavilion or Shinua Kiosk, perhaps?
No, the chef is from Mondstadt. Yeah, and he's really good. He had a restaurant right next to the city gate. He was super efficient, and his cooking was really delicious. So his restaurant had been getting more and more popular. In fact, he became so busy that the worker from the florist next door asked him, "Sir, why don't you find someone to help you in the restaurant?" But the chef brushed the idea aside, saying that he's the only one that can turn top-quality ingredients into world-class dishes. No one could help him.
Well, confidence is an essential trait for a good chef. He must be an excellent cook.
That's what everyone was saying. But surprisingly, after just 6 months, no one would dine in his restaurant anymore. Shocking, right? Do you have any guess why?
Maybe the chef had fallen ill, or...
Wrong answer! You tell her, Traveler!
Because he was too stubborn.
Ding, ding, ding! Yep, it's because the chef was too stubborn.
Hello, you viewer.
He would keep himself busy every day and try to make the most delicious dishes for all his guests. But he forgot that he's only human and needs time to eat and rest. He was so busy that he didn't even have time to eat and couldn't even taste his own cooking. He was unwilling to seek help, even when he's tired, because he thought he's the only one capable of cooking the best dishes. Eventually, the people around him felt like they couldn't help him anyway, so they just left. And because he had forgotten the original taste of his dishes, he was no longer a good chef. In the end, his restaurant had no choice but to close for good.
Oh. I see. He's overly confident, which disappoints the people around him, and he's so impatient that he ends up losing sight of his original purpose. So, that's the whole story?
Oh, yep, that's the whole thing.
Oh, yeah, I'm a little bit away from the mic. I'm gonna probably move a little bit closer. This better? Sorry, it's not a very good story.
Hey! Didn't you just say that Paimon made a great story?
Did you come up with that story?
Oh, no, we just,
How should I describe it? The story is very simple, and I suppose the ending isn't really surprising.
Huh?
Think before you act and don't overexert yourself. Of course, I understand these concepts in theory, but when tasks come to me personally, it is easy to lose sight of the bigger picture.
Oh, thank you. Oh, as if your judgment is clouded, right?
Yes. Up in the mountains, we can see the mist in the clouds. Out in the ocean, we can see fog on the sea. That's why, from time to time, we need to examine where we are, remove the fog, and feel our heart.
so, how do you feel now, Kuching?
How do I feel? Deep down inside, I wish I could slow down time. That way, I could finally take the opportunity to walk around the city, see the people I wish to see, and watch the fireworks. Thinking back, I used to be even more impatient. My colleagues would resign after just 3 months of working with me. You're completely right. It's important to know your boundaries. But I am getting better. You can tell, can't you? And I did make a promise with you, didn't I? We agreed to enjoy the fireworks show together this year. So, happy Lantern Rite, Traveler and Paimon. I'm very happy to be here and enjoy this moment together with you. I've poured all my best effort into this fireworks show. And now that we're here, I sincerely hope you will enjoy it. I feel very fortunate to be right here, enjoying the fireworks, and enjoying the view of Liu Harbor.
Happy Lantern Rite.
Happy Lantern Rite.
Happy Lantern Rite. And thank you.
Yay, cutscene.
Lady Kuching, the item Lady Ningguang prepared for you has arrived.
Traveler, wait here for a moment. Don't go anywhere.
Huh? Must be something important.
Oh, cute.
Traveler, Paimon? Ningguang had her personal tailor make it for me. Said it's an imported style. Well, do you like it?
Wow, it's beautiful!
I want to cosplay that.
It's time. Traveler, please enjoy the grand finale of this year's Lantern Rite. The fireworks show.
Yeah, it didn't really run. Doesn't really run well on phones. Most phones, anyway.
Hey, check you out. Looking pretty fancy.
Only a true treasure catches the eye of Captain Beto. Seems I've struck gold with this one.
Google! Oh my god, Google is cute.
Did you see that? Way over there, a firework that looks just like a pig!
So it does.
What the hell?
Hey everyone, time to eat. Food's ready. No better way to celebrate.
Dr. Baiju, sorry to trouble you again this year.
No trouble at all.
Lantern Rite.
Happy Lantern Rite.
Happy Lantern Rite!
Oh, yay. Happy Lantern Rite, everybody. I'm gonna do the remaining Lantern Rite grindy things off stream.
Demons do not stop for the raid.
Okay,
Move.
chill. But since my stream got restarted, let's do a hangout. Okay, so which one should we do? Should we do Ningguang, Yunjin? Should we finish off Girl, or do Sayus? I think I'm gonna do a poll for that. Hang on. Oh, never mind. I'm still very new to this. Oof. Oof. Okay. Actually, oh no, I think there's some issues. Oh no, there we go. My VTube is moving. Okay. So whose hangout should we do? Let me see. Still Yunjin, actually, because I kind of want to do her hangout. And begin.
The damned will sooner die again than lay a hand on me.
I'm only going to be doing one round and then I'll end the stream. But that was a really beautiful cutscene. And Zhangli is still hanging out.
Can't you send someone any sooner? The clock is ticking and I need this resolved ASAP.
I'm sorry, but we don't have any adventurers available at this instant.
What happened?
Your timing is most optimal. Allow me to introduce Yu Ning, manager of the Yunhan Opera Troupe. She has commissioned the guild to...
Traveler? Ugh, Yunjin is always talking about you. Please, you've gotta help us find her.
Yunjin is missing?
Yep, she's gone and disappeared. Now of all times, just days away from the big performance. All she left was this short note.
Oh, Johnny Sugar. Ooh. I'm sorry. I'm very sorry.
If our audience doesn't get to see Yunjin on stage, they'll start tearing the place down. I mean, what am I supposed to do, huh?
She literally said she would come back.
That's what I said too, but...
Look, when you're a megastar like Yunjin, you gotta start taking things a little more seriously. Saying she'll be back doesn't give me a whole lot of reassurance when she's showing no regard for her own safety. Why does she have to go and practice somewhere so dangerous? What if something happens to her? What am I going to tell the audience?
Worst case scenario, she still has a vision.
Well then, what if she gets into a scrape and hurts herself? If she gets so much as a scratch, it'll be a loss to the whole nation.
As you can see, this is what we're up against. Would you be willing to accept this commission?
Okay, for you, June.
Oh, wonderful. Ugh, thank the stars. Please, you've got to bring her back, safe and sound.
Pass. Okay. Get out of the way. I guess I'm taking... Okay, that's weird. Where is it? Ooh.
No blink! Got lucky that time. Cut to the chase.
Let's light it up! Adventure time!
Animal test 6308. Enhanced Animal Module 75! With Sword of Shadow.
I didn't know there'd be a fight in this one.
Yeah, I'm going in! Speed of light!
Are you alright? Are you hurt? Okay, she's paying attention to...
Oh.
Okay.
It's you. I do apologize. I didn't see you there.
Seriously?
What brings you all the way up here? Oddly enough, I was just thinking of scheduling a meeting with you later. I didn't expect to run into you here, of all places.
Your manager sent me.
Ah, I see. So Yunning sent you. I did tell her not to worry. Oh, but on this occasion, it seems I'm rather lucky you came. You've helped me avert a major catastrophe. It's a pity, though. I was so close to achieving the state of mind that Shenhe was talking about.
What state of mind?
Do you remember what Shenhe said about the divine damsel fighting against the evil monster? That in reality, she hadn't acted as courageously as the operatic rendition would have you believe. That it was simply a matter of life and death, and she chose self-preservation. Granted, she later admitted that she preferred the version of events given in the opera, with its portrayal of a divine heroine sacrificing herself for others. But after giving it a lot of consideration, I think that this character is defined by her emotional complexity, and even uncertainty. So the more emotions I can experience for myself, the wider range I will have to draw on in my performance. If access to a different state of mind can help me provide a fresh interpretation of the character and her actions, well, surely it will take my acting skills to the next level. That's why I came here. My plan was to take it slowly, start by just dipping my toe in, as it were. But once I started, I just got completely drawn in. I feel like I was so close to a breakthrough here.
This is much too dangerous.
Considering the rewards that I could reap from this experience, the risk is negligible. Still, if I choose to continue, this is unlikely to be the last time I'd need your help. I suppose I had better return to Liyue Harbor for now. I'll only end up putting you in an awkward position otherwise. Goodness knows how you'd explain this to Yunning.
Very true.
I wonder whether I have gained anything useful from this trip. I suppose only time will tell.
Yeah, I do cosplay and music, yeah. There's gonna be a music stream on 12th. I hope to see you there. I'm gonna be with my friend, Dakuti.
Can you put a few more adventurers on the case or something? The clock's still ticking away.
Please have faith in her. Ah, they've returned.
Yunning,
Also,
we're back.
I'll see you then.
Yunjin, are you okay? Are you hurt? Do you need to go to Boo Boo Pharmacy?
No, I'm fine. You don't need to worry. When it's time to go on stage, I'll be there.
Look, I get it. You like to go out exploring. That's fine. But do you really have to go off thrill-seeking this close to the show? You have to take better care of yourself, okay? For all our sakes. For the opera troupe and for your audience. We're just lucky we had the Traveler to help out. What if something had happened to you, huh? What would I say to our audience,
Well, I would say the best way to make it up to our audience is to give them the best performance we can. Don't you agree?
I agree.
While I'm off stage, as long as there is something, anything I can do to improve my acting ability, even the slightest amount, I can't pass up the opportunity.
You know, Ugh, I don't know what to say anymore. Traveler, please, you tell her.
Tell her what?
So, what's your honest opinion?
I'm gonna agree with you, Tim.
I'm glad you agree. Right, then let's get preparing.
Hey, Traveler, get over here.
Nope.
You've only just managed to bring Yunjin back. Now you're taking her straight back out again? What's the big idea? The next show is just days away. Please, if not for me, then for the sake of the opera troupe, I'm begging you, help me convince her that at the end of the day, she's gotta fall in line.
That is not gonna be an easy task.
Well, okay, maybe that's asking the impossible, but at least try and keep her distracted. Please, just keep her occupied until the next show. No more thrill-seeking.
What are you two talking about? If it doesn't involve me, I think I'm going to...
You know what? It does involve you, actually. The Traveler was saying, that, come on, help me stall her.
Oh? Well, what do you need from me?
I want to become an actor.
You want to become an actor?
You do? Oh, yes, of course she does. She was just telling me that she's interested in exploring her dramatic side and, would like you to give her some coaching. Right, good. Well, let's not beat around the bush. Traveler, your master awaits.
Hold on. I don't know if I'm really ready to take on students yet.
Oh, please. This is the day you've dreamed of, isn't it? You certainly talk about it enough. And look, now she's here, ready and willing.
Okay, I get it. You can stop now. Whew. I am delighted that you wish to study the performing arts from me. But the issue is, before you could become my apprentice, I'd have to get approval from the founders, then do an initiation ceremony. There just isn't time for all that right now. So, for now, I'll just teach you a few basics. Informally, one friend to another. There's no need to call me master.
What about coach?
What? Don't you think that's a bit old-fashioned? Let's work on that later. Until we settle on an appropriate title, just call me by my name. Let's meet tomorrow morning on the bridge by the sea at Feiyun Slope. I'll do my best to prepare a good first lesson for you.
Whew, what a relief.
Oh dear. Next morning. Okay. Time to take out the handy dandy time changer. You know, it's really hard to do this on a console. It's so much easier to do this on a phone. And I think I overshot it too. Yeah, I definitely overshot it. Okay. Yeah, that should be fine. Can I teleport there? Oh no, I can just like zoom.
Ah, good. You're right on time. Punctuality is an essential quality if you want to make it big in the acting world. Without it, you won't be able to keep on top of all the work you need to do each day.
So, where shall we start?
Well, first I'd like you to answer me one question. How many pigeons flew from the bridge when you were passing through?
How many? I didn't see. Oh no. Help me out, I didn't see. Oh no. Okay, of course.
Close. It was 7. Anyway, the point of this question was to test your powers of observation. Eyes are the medium for the transfer of emotion. You must train your eyes to be bright, active, and strong. Watching the birds fly, hover around, and come into land will not only exercise your eyesight, but also cultivate attentiveness. Indeed, my own daily training routine starts right here. I watch the pigeons to train my eyes, and I sing to the tide to train my voice.
So, next I need to train my voice?
All in good time. Grasping all the techniques involved in opera singing and posture is not an overnight process. Let's start from the very beginning, with some general theories to help you better understand the concept of performance.
General theories?
Of course. I am in written correspondence with performers from many nations in Teyvat, which has rather broadened my perspective on this topic. For example, let's start with something simple. How would you perform yourself? Try to relive the events of that day when you were battling against an ancient god and fighting off the Fatui. What can you see? What did you feel? Now, I want you to look out at the ocean in front of you and recall the raging waves and the atmosphere of peril from that day. Take a deep breath. Now, gradually, embrace the scene, immerse yourself in it, and let all the emotions back in.
Yep, I'm picking this one.
Good, good. So that's how you felt. Next, I'd like you to focus on the goal you wanted to achieve at that time.
To protect me and my friends?
Good, yes. Use that. Okay, good. Now, all of this overwhelming emotion is welling up inside of you, and I want you to let it all out. All at once. Go! Stop. Wrong. This is all wrong. There's no emotion, no soul. Granted, the character you are trying to portray is your own self, but your performance didn't do the scene justice at all. I couldn't hear you fighting for your life while gargantuan waves were crashing all around you. What I heard was the sound of someone doing vocal exercises by the beach on a calm day.
If I may, we are by the beach and it is a calm day.
Here's the thing. When you're acting, it's not only about getting into character, you also have to recreate the scene in your mind as vividly as you can. Now, I appreciate that you did actually experience this particular scene for yourself, but maybe conjuring up specific details of your surroundings at the time is a little too advanced for novices.
It was a pretty bad experience even for me.
You're right. If we were looking for an environment to help evoke the emotions you felt at the time, I suppose we could try again. A little farther afield, at Guyun Stone Forest.
There's no need to go all the way over there.
Oh? Too far away? Don't worry, I was just thinking aloud. Besides, even at Guyun Stone Forest, we'd still have trouble recreating the state of the sea that day. Let's try something else. Come with me to the suburbs just north of Liyue Harbor. If you've got no objections, let's head off.
Okay. I'm gonna teleport. Bloop.
The battle you fought on the Jade Chamber was a very strange set of circumstances, even for someone like you. It's quite normal that you can't get into character just like that. I know it's hard to recreate every facet of the experience in your mind, but what you could try is to replace the foes you faced in that scenario with ones you are much more familiar with.
What do you mean replace?
I'll give you an example. Let's say you're performing a scene where your character experiences the grief and pain of a death, but you yourself have never experienced this kind of tragic loss before. Well, you can replace death with another, more familiar scenario that evokes a similar sense of grief and pain for you, such as... you bust a gut trying to find a treasure chest, only to finally reach it and find it filled with cabbages and radishes.
Oh no. Oh no. That would kind of be Bennett's bad luck there. That odor pain.
Ah, now you're catching on. Action scenes work the same way. Perhaps the experience of facing an ancient god is a challenge to recreate. But if you're replaying the kind of actions you perform every day, you just need to let go, and your subconscious will guide you through. Come, show me how you normally fight. You can start with monsters nearby.
Monsters nearby. Ah, down there. Slime.
They're coming. Just do what you normally do in this situation. Cut to the chase. Speed of light. Let's light it up.
Useless.
Incoming. Benny's adventure team. I have failed you. Speed of light. Stand clear. Animal test 6308. Swirl. Oh, that was wonderful. Such deft and fluid movements. Just like a real adventurer.
I am a real adventurer.
Let's perform the scene again now, while the battle is still fresh in your mind. Look at those red-clad scarecrows. But I want you to see them instead as those Fatui who brandish the sacrificial knives. Now, let us reenact the battle on the Jade Chamber. It's okay if you can't recall the events clearly. You can just replace them with the movements you are most familiar with. And... attack! The 3 Adepti are manning the Guizhong ballistas. Do not let the Fatui disturb their work.
Oh wow, that was good. How did it go?
I can't fault your movements in terms of technique. But Fatui are larger than most monsters. I don't think it was a conscious decision, but you were aiming a little too low. And you also didn't strike with enough force. Overall, it was just lacking that sense of being in the heat of the battle. Veteran practitioners of this acting method are able to adjust and embellish their real-life experience enough so that it makes an adequate substitute for the scene they are trying to portray. But adjusting deep-rooted habits to adapt them for the stage, that's no easy task.
Yeah, that doesn't sound easy.
Still, this was only your first time trying this method, and all things considered, I think you've done quite well. But judging from your movements, I think this next method might suit you a little better.
What is it? And can I heal everyone first?
Choreograph every aspect of your onstage performance in advance. Every movement, every facial expression, even your emotions, and rehearse it thoroughly. You can reference existing characters from opera or imitate similar people from your own life. In short, you want to pin down every detail of the character you want to portray in your mind, and then work through them methodically and find ways to bring them out.
I don't fully understand.
Well, in your case, what you need to do is imitate your past self. Think of yourself not as you, but as somebody outside this world controlling your every move.
Okay.
It's complicated to explain, but once you give it a try, I think you'll get the hang of it. Okay, how about we start by setting a simple scenario. The Fatui in red want to attack the Guizhong ballista, and the heavyweight guards in blue want to try and stop you. What you want to do is evade all the blues and go straight for the reds. Yes, I think that sums it up. There's an open area to the north. I'll set up a stage for you. When you've finished rehearsing everything in your mind, come and find me.
I'm gonna heal first. Okay.
Well, have you finished rehearsing?
I'm ready.
No need to rush. Take your time. I shall guide you with my voice.
Okay, thank you.
人道是万千兵，难过一人关。风刀剑，家身也担肩。剑缠土。
I'm running out of time too. Oof. Okay, that was a bad one.
Well, have you finished rehearsing? Basically, you need to break all the red scarecrows while avoiding the blue ones. No need to rush. Take your time. I shall guide you with my voice.
This is weird. I gotta let her finish singing. Okay, there we go.
Now that was a little better. You managed to bring out more of that fearless hero quality that time.
Okay, that was a bit weird.
My hard work coaching you has finally paid off. This method might not sound as sophisticated and exciting as the first two, but it's the most popular choice for teaching beginners. Rigorous rehearsal and vocal training is at the core of this school of thought. It even works on those whose performance lacks emotional depth at first. As long as you practice diligently, with time, you will achieve mastery one way or another. Either your finely honed skills become a good substitute for innate talent, or the process of honing your skills cultivates genuine talent within you. People say that when you truly master the art of singing, even the birds and beasts will be drawn to your song.
That's amazing. Wow. Okay, cool.
I know. I guess I still have a long road ahead of me when it comes to developing as a performer.
One thing, since this is a standard beginner method.
Well, because even if I had, you wouldn't have put your heart into it. It's been written on your face this whole time. Just try and keep her occupied until the next show.
Was it that obvious?
Don't forget that acting is my bread and butter. Did you really think I wouldn't be able to see through it? Still, this is a rare opportunity, and I hope you have at least learned something from it about the beauty of the performing arts. The operatic tradition carries countless historical memories within it. As long as the art is kept alive, the voices and faces of bygone heroes can be recreated on the stage for generation after generation. I hope that your voice and your face will make their mark on Liyue opera too.
Make a mark on Liyue opera?
Yes. As well as coaching you today, I have also been closely observing every move you make. Do you remember the basics of the final method?
Referencing 16 characters from opera?
Don't you think there's a striking similarity between you, who stood up for Liyue and fought off a god of old, and the divine damsel in the play? With you as a reference in mind, I'm sure I can finally make a breakthrough in creating my own adaptation of this character.
Studying me can help you achieve a breakthrough?
Because as far as I'm concerned, the immersion method, drawing on life experiences, and imitating others are all valuable acting methods. Even if my every movement is rehearsed to perfection, I can't move the audience without conveying emotion. And even if I fully master the character's emotions, a little choreography will help make the performance more polished and appealing. Whatever the method is, as long as it offers something that can improve my performance, I will always give it a try. Thank you for trying them out as well. It means a lot to me. And congratulations on making it to the end of your first acting class.
When's my graduation ceremony?
Graduation ceremony? I'm afraid that's still a long way in the future. For now, I hope to incorporate part of you into my performance of the Divine Damsel. But one day, I hope to write an opera all about you. When that day comes, I hope you will be able to join me on stage and give me some constructive criticism. It'll take a lot of hard work to reach the point where you're ready to go on stage. But I'll be here to keep you on track every step of the way.
You're such a strict teacher.
Ah, here we go again. So old-fashioned. Then again, I suppose I will have to give you a lot of instruction along the way. And if I won't let you call me master, teacher, or coach, I've got to think of something you can call me. Ah, I've got it. You can call me mentor. What do you think?
That works. Oh, I like that better. Okay, I'm calling the end of the stream here because I have some daily commissions and I have to spend my resin, so I'm gonna do that off screen. So you don't really see me be indecisive. So thank you so much for people and everyone coming to the stream. Thank you Tommy and me, Factory, Kento Case, and anyone else who chooses to stick around. So I will be back next Sunday for my regular Tales Off stream, and the following Saturday is my music stream with Dakuti. Yay! So I'll see you guys then. Do 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 da 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 da. Da 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 da.